Okay, I'd like to welcome you to the London Soccer Dome this evening. Glad to have legend, Premier League winner Tony Gale with us here this evening. Tony, watching them games out there this evening, how did your team get on first of all?
Well, actually, we got knocked out. We were the first to get knocked out. We managed to get in the plate, which is a losers' competition, and we were first to get knocked out the plate. So I did advise the lads if they're not going to win, get out early, and we did. We were the earliest out. We were useless. Nothing to do with the manager, though, Stu.
No, I didn't think it would be. Anthony Gale played for us this evening, scored against your dad's team, 8 goals. Not bad.
To be quite honest, I was quite pleased scoring against Dad's team. I think ever since I was a young lad, I think there's always been that little bit of pressure, but scoring tonight against it, I've got to admit, it was quite a nice feeling. It was nice.
Runners up the Corporate Cup this year. Unfortunately, we were winners last year. Did you enjoy it?
Certainly did. I enjoyed playing with Stuart Garcia tonight. I think we could have used him a lot more in the game, to be honest, with the number 5 that we had playing. Made plenty of mistakes. I'm not sure of his name. What was his name, Stu?
I think he just turned up and won the game, and we was a bit short. And
we may have rested him after game 2. I think we may have had every chance, maybe actually going on in the competition.
So, how do you feel that, as you know, Concept of Football, a technical-based coaching programme, how do you feel that football's changed in the last 20 years?
I think that mostly, Stu, the football's changed because of the facilities, and obviously it leaves nothing to chance now. And the beauty of the facilities is that it's individually based rather than as a team when you're training. So training can be specific to individuals rather than working as one. You couldn't have, for instance, the strongest player in the team working with the weakest doing a circuit training. It's all individually based, and that's what works well for it.
I'm very fortunate to work with Anthony at Millwall as the technical coach. Anthony employs Concept for Football. Anthony, how important do you feel that the technical aspects of the game at your academy is?
I think it's especially important. I think, especially with a modern day game, I think too much opposed work is going on. I think the value, of unopposed technique, I think with Concept for Football coming in, you can definitely see the development from 11s and down. I think Concept deliver a fantastic programme on Saturday mornings for us, and we've been speaking about specific individuals, especially the taller individuals that struggle to move their feet and struggle to make quick decisions. I think going back to the unopposed work, I think has really improved their games, really improved it, the ability to go on both sides, and then taking that into an opposed situation where we work in 2 days a week, I think has really developed their games.
What do you think that you obviously become a pro at a young age? What do you think the difference between yourself and some of the other lads that you played with in youth team level? Why do you think you made it more than they did?
Because I was better than him.
Well, that's a good start. What do you feel you've done as a youngster, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, that maybe other kids didn't?
Well, I think that the beauty of the training now for kids, especially at academy or centre of excellence level, is that you do get a lot more technique training, and again, it can be more individually based. When I was training at Fulham, I started at 11, and we was training at a school, a comprehensive school in Putney, when we was just on a concrete pitch, and it really was a collective situation whereby they didn't see you until you were in trial games. But I think you kind of grew up a lot faster in that kind of football, and you learned how to deal with yourself as a player and as a person better. I think a little bit of the respect has gone out of the game with the kids now, but what I do see with kids is an opportunity now, the way they're treated by professional football clubs, really to kick on much further and much quicker than we did. And I think that has been a great progression in the professional game. That has been the one thing for me where I thought, well, if I had done that as a kid, maybe, my weakness was probably that I wasn't quite quick enough, that I could have been better in that aspect of my game. I could have worked on that on an individual basis at a pro club. And I think they can be better players because of that now. And it's all up really to the kid, and his willingness to work.
What do you think for our lads in our academies that are not fortunate enough to be at a pro club? What do you feel they need to do on their own at home for their own homework programme or their own training just in their back garden? What advice could you give them?
I think the more football the better, to be honest. I think the advice we give to any young kid that gets released at our football club or any young kid that comes to us is just keep playing and keep enjoying the game. I think always try and fill yourself with centres like Concept and other centres that deliver coaching courses. I think it's excellent just to keep involved with the game. As regards to types of things you can do, the value of a wall, I think body shape, just playing the ball up against the wall or a ball in your back garden, I think the ability to try and use both feet, I think are very, very important factors in the game. The basics, the real basics, going back to the basics stands you in good stead, I think.
Lots of touches, I totally agree. As many touches as possible you can get on your own, in your back garden, in your bedroom, wherever you can, using different parts of the foot. I think it's been a real value to our programme. And thanks very much, and see you tomorrow.